The pandemic has changed everything, and future-oriented leadership is more important and critical than ever before. And history tells us that every global crisis shifts the axis of the future of our universe, and every crisis offers an opportunity to improve and innovate. Here are some facts about your future. 68% of organizations have said that the crisis has forced them to adapt and change their business model. 77% recognize the need for systemic change in their operations. 82% believe that a more challenging economy is in their future. And yet 47% of CFOs are not very comfortable committing to new investments in the next 6 to 12 months. Over 50% of senior executives said that speed, flexibility, and future adaptability were the key characteristics for success in going forward. Clearly, the future isn't what it used to be. But do you know what it is yet to become? I'm Futurist Jim Carroll, and for over 25 years, I've been providing senior-level leadership insight to organizations around the world on how to become a future-ready organization. With clients such as NASA, Disney, Pfizer, Microsoft, Chrysler, the World Government Summit, Godiva, and Nestle, I have a proven track record of aligning organizations to a fast-moving future. And that future-oriented leadership insight is now more important than ever before. Consider the massive whipsaw and often contradictory systemic and transformative change that many organizations have had to align themselves to with the sudden arrival of the global pandemic, trends which now define your future. Companies worked feverishly to manage workforce and workplace safety issues at the same time that they were taking big, risky bets on a path for going forward in order to survive. Fast-moving events accelerated demands for changes to the economic system, while governments spent freely to try to manage their society throughout the crisis, leaving behind a massive burden of future debt. Companies accelerated their investment in robotics and AI at the same time that they were considering trimming their workforce. And leading-edge technologies that we had talked about for years, such as virtual reality, augmented reality, bionic tracking, 3D printing, the Internet of Things, and so much more, suddenly moved to the forefront of implementation, driven by a sudden necessity. People moved their daily interactions online while accelerating the pace of expectations for customer service excellence, delivery logistics, and instant response, while highlighting the inability of many organizations to deliver the same. We saw the acceleration of new technologies while highlighting the increased security and other risks that come from an interconnected society. Companies accelerated their spending to ensure their corporate survival at the same time that many CEOs expressed concerns about their ability to weather the next downturn. Companies simplified their product lines to more logical and manageable strategies at the same time that they had to massively accelerate product and service innovation. In the midst of all this, society saw a massive acceleration in the essence of pure science and fast healthcare and medical innovation. At the same time, the vast numbers of people decided to skew to a reality based upon far-fetched conspiracy theories. Leaders focused on a sudden requirement for agility and flexibility in which speed mattered, at the same time that they were working hard to ensure they had a pathway for organizational survival in place. Supply chains were stretched, damaged, broken, and reinvented, highlighting the requirement to move organizational resilience to the front of the strategy agenda. Business models shifted faster, often in unexpected directions, resulting in fast new challenges and opportunities, unexpected resource demands, and a requirement for new skills that had previously not been available. And in fact, the relevance of existing business models as a future strategy was put into stark reality at the same time that operational preparedness for the future was put to the challenge. The thing is, the acceleration of all these divergent trends defines your future, and it's your ability to interpret, plan for, and align to what comes next that will define your success. What lessons have you learned? Have you considered how your future has shifted, changed, and transformed? And more important, what are you going to do about it? Here's the thing. History has taught us that it is those organizations that focus on the future and align to the reality of what comes next who become breakthrough performers. In fact, in a study, 10% of organizations became the breakthrough performers of the future because they specifically decided in a time of uncertainty, right now was the time to align to fast-paced future trends. In that context, what's your plan? What's your insight into what comes next and what are you going to do about it? That's the type of highly customized, relevant, future-oriented insight that I'm providing from my virtual broadcast studio, equipping you with the future-oriented leadership capabilities you need to keep moving forward in a world in which volatility is the new normal. Are you a future-ready organization? Come and visit me online. We'll have a discussion about what you need to do to align to a world in which increasingly the future belongs to those who are faster. Visit me in my virtual broadcast studio and then reach out and contact me, virtual.jimcarroll.com. I'm Futurist Jim Carroll.